Hi, everybody, and welcome to Recipe for Laughter. I guess you're noticing that I am not Felix. Felix is joining us in this podcast. He's going to be on Zoom, and we're going to get him up in a minute.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's right there. So, Felix, say hello.
I'm right here.
Oh, now I hear you.
Hello.
How are you?
How does my chair feel? All right?
Oh, it's very comfy.
I'm fine.
It's very comfy, but it needs
Yeah,
you back.
that's good.
So, of course,
yes.
today we have two amazing guests. We have Joe Curry,
Hello, how's everybody doing? Glad to be here.
and we have Amanda Dobry.
Hi.
And Amanda is not in the comedy world, but she is in kind of like the showbiz world in that she makes people look good when they go on stage.
Really?
So-
I could use your help.
And actually, podcasting.
If she can make me look like Ryan Gosling, I'm in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and she does create some miracles with her makeup box. I'm not saying that about you, Felix. I'm just saying.
We'll say it about me. You're gonna need like go to get spackle, have to go to A-Bops, pick up some things.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about our topics are the summer, and what's really crazy is the air. I don't know, Felix, have you been outside today? As far as the air
Yes,
quality,
it's a little scary. It looks like a sci-fi movie.
I know. I was like,
area.
I had no idea until just now. I actually Googled it. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Oh God! And you could smell the smoke, and it's funny because it's coming from
Yes.
Canada. So Trump is going to tariff it. We got a bit of tariff on the smoke. They have
And
to
Minnesota and Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, that's weird. So you got the hot weather on top of smoke and I don't know what you call it, haze.
smoke and haze. And
Yeah.
What a wonderful summer.
The sun looked beautiful. Did you see the sun?
I
it was
didn't.
like red.
oh yeah, it looked nice. The only good thing about this, the smoke and the haze, is it was supposed to be insanely hot today with the humidity. The smoke actually backed off the sun a little bit, so it kind of kept it
Oh.
reasonable.
So we should
Interesting.
relish in pollution because it'll keep us cool.
Yeah. It's not even really pollution. It's like burning wood, It's not, but it's it's amazing how that stuff travels right across.
Oh my God. So yeah, I met Amanda through Jennifer Lantini, and I was going to. I'm probably going to post about this in the Long Island comedy scene. But Felix, do you remember when I put on a show for you when you were in the hospital?
A long time ago, I'd say
A
4
long
years
time
ago.
ago.
Probably
And
like 4 years ago.
this is not exactly like that because you actually had the whole hospital floor was there, and it was like
Right.
like a whole real show. But Jennifer's in the hospital in her own little room, and she's been there for, I believe this is the 54th day, and she's going crazy. And she's not sick; she's just waiting for the
Yeah, it's
transport.
been a long
So
time.
she's really bored, and I was gonna ask. I said to her, and she wanted it. What if I can get a couple of comics together to come perform? Because we used to do a mic together, and Jennifer was a huge part of that mic. She made everybody feel comfortable. She laughed at everyone's jokes. So now she's kind of in need.
Oh, the poor
and,
thing.
She could use some laughter because that's what comedy is
Absolutely.
all about. So I'm going to be.
We're coming to see you, Jen.
Yep.
Yes,
We're
yes.
coming.
She needs company. She needs to take her mind off things, and so I'm going to get the ball rolling on that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's a great thing.
So who wants to get started with a fun summer story instead of a terrible summer story of haze and heat waves?
I'll start off. I mean,
Okay.
it's
Go ahead, Felix.
being we just had like the 4th of July, I guess, brings back a lot of memories when I was young, I remember one 4th of July we went to Brooklyn. Now I lived in, Nassau County, and my father's brother lived in Mill Basin in Brooklyn. And I guess I kind of experienced what 4th of July is like in Brooklyn. Joe, I don't know if you have ever been. to
My
4th
dad
of
used to tell me
July
the
on
stories
Brooklyn.
about that.
I never been. It's always usually been Long Island, but I hear that there are big block parties, and then there's fireworks during it.
Yeah, what happened was, and I'm not sure if it was the bicentennial, but I know I was like 15. No, I guess it was the bicentennial because I was 16 years old, and we went there. We had our nice barbecue in the back and everything, And then like about soon as the sun went down, it was like a war zone, you know. I
A
mean,
war
there
zone in a
was,
good way, though.
I guess so. They had blockbusters, and first they start with the big noise, you know, the firecrackers, the ash cans, the cherry bombs, the blockbusters, things like that. And then as you get closer to like 11 o'clock, then all the sky things started happening, all the rockets and stuff like that. And the whole place smelled like gunpowder and everything.
Oh yeah, that was
Can
that.
you,
And
can you
what?
imagine if you were there? Me and Michael watched it on TV, but if you were there in Washington during that fireworks display, it was like the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
I heard it was. I gotta.
Oh my God.
I gotta Google it because I didn't get to see it, but I heard it was amazing.
It
But
just didn't stop.
but
it
thinking
was
of-
probably like what Felix is talking about times 1,000.
yeah, but those backyard we used to have them on Long Island, and it was. I mean, blockbusters, M80s, everything. And the pets weren't scared back then. Now there's a Saint Bernard running around with a sparkler in his mouth. It was great. But the thing about it, you blow, and the cops show up, right? And the cop,
Right.
anybody fireworks here? No, officer. Where'd you get that idea? There's a tree on fire, a guy with one arm running, screaming. No, everything's fine. Yeah.
Right.
And the lunch
I
truck guy
remember-
used to have that stuff.
Yeah, I remember the other 4th of July's, you know, I lived on a dead end block right next to the Garden City Country Club, you know. So it was like ideal for fireworks. And my father knew people, obviously, and he would come with a big giant box of all fireworks. And then my uncle would come with a big giant box of fireworks. And they used to set the rules down for us, like, you know, light the fuse and run away. They would give us punks, like, so that we could light the fuses and things like that. And it was pretty cool because, like, we would just shoot it into, you know, up above. And I'm sure the golf course had thousands of sticks from bottle rockets
Oh,
and
God,
everything
yeah.
like that,
We used
you know. But we never had a problem with the police or anything, you know, because we were on the dead end block. They never came down.
we
Yeah, go ahead.
We used to make this thing called the liquid wrench bomb, and it was 48 M80s poured into a liquid wrench can, and then we made 3 of them. It was almost like the Manhattan Project. So we make them. We set it off in a culvert. The thing goes off. It set off every car alarm in a mile. It ruined my buddy's sister's confirmation cake about a half mile away. And then we did the second one. Now we used to drink. We got so drunk that we go to set the thing off. We forgot it. We forgot
Oh,
the
wow.
damn thing. It's like, but you know, you're 17, 18. You were going to live forever, and nothing was going to affect you until you get to 60, and that'll change. But nonetheless,
But you're talking about your teenage years. I don't know if people watching know this, but one of your friends you hung out with was.
Anthony Cumia.
So was he involved in this?
Was he
ruckus?
involved with it? There was one time, Anthony's brother Joe comes back from the Army, okay?
Is that the guy I know from the band?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, he comes back from the Army, and what he brought back with him was this tank simulator, which mimics the explosion of Abrams' tank. So Joe tells us to stay away from the thing, and Anthony can't believe that this actually could do this. So Joe goes to band practice, and he goes, "No, you guys don't touch anything. We're not going to touch a thing. Have a good rehearsal." He leaves. We go to CVS with the thing. We get wire and stuff like that, and we go to our old high school, and I see Anthony touch the things together in the moonlight, and go on the ground. Yeah, it was a good simulation. It kind of worked. But yeah, we were all into that stuff. Remember when we used to go to concerts as kids and they used to throw M80s at the concert?
No.
Yeah.
I actually never did that.
I was
never
gonna say, I don't
thought-
think we've done
I
that
wasn't
either.
that nice.
They-
Isn't that illegal?
It was no, it was perfectly legal. The police, no, it was you go to a concert and you'd have to, especially the Southern rock concerts, they're throwing M80. It was like the Nang
Really?
watching this show. It was crazy.
Oh my God! I
yeah.
think now
Honestly, I wasn't diabolical. The only thing I lit up was a joint, maybe. When I went to the house.
I didn't even do that. I was like such a sheltered kid. I didn't even do the sparklers back in the day. But then Michelle Astor, who's a friend of ours who does podcasts, she always invited me just the last couple of years to her backyard 4th of July party. And her husband, they blew up fireworks, giant displays in the street. And like you said, the police were, you know, I don't want to give anything
Well,
away, but
I was at Vinny D'Agostino's house on 4th of July, and his neighbor, it was like nonstop, like every Roman candles, Roman candles, Blockbuster, everything. It was crazy.
yeah, I mean, fireworks are fun, but but you
They
have
also
to be
can be
careful.
very dangerous too.
Yes.
So you never know.
Well, yeah, you can lose your
So
fingers.
Amanda, you have boys, right?
3 boys.
Three boys.
Yeah,
So
three
what did
boys.
what did they think of the 4th of July?
Oh my gosh, they love it. I mean, you know, it's so funny to watch as they get older how much more they love it. Because when you're younger, everyone's like afraid. They want to stay in the house,
Yeah.
watch it from inside the house. But as they're getting older, you know, they want to light the sparklers, you know, and then the sparkler midway drops into the grass, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? You
Like
know?
a fire. Oh my God.
I gotta fix that tomorrow.
And
Yeah.
how old are your boys right now?
My oldest one is going to be 13 in 2 weeks, and I have a 6 and a 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back in the day when I used to live in Syosset, my neighbor, he was a teenager, and that household, you know, didn't have a dad in it, so the kid was troubled, and you know, he was a nice kid, but he was troubled. And he would go on the top of his roof, and then he would explode the fireworks from his roof onto our roof.
Oh boy.
And my dad was such a calm, sweet man. But, you know, when it comes to like your house possibly burning down, he kind of had a problem with it. And
Not to mention knocking shingles out or anything like that.
I
or
knew-
setting the roof on fire, little things like that.
little things like that. So it's
That
all,
could be
again,
annoying.
you have to be careful with how you dispense these fireworks, because it could be great or it could be not great.
But I gotta tell you, the greatest 4th of July memory I ever had was the bicentennial, 50 years ago, believe it or not. And I was, obviously I was a little kid.
I can't believe it's 50 years
I
ago.
can't believe either. I
That's
remember
with the ships going by?
that was Operation
I was
Sail.
there too.
Where were you? Were you in?
I was
what?
on top of a friend's roof
Nice.
who had a printing business.
Oh,
So
really?
we saw it from the, like, far away from the top of the
Right.
roof.
My mom used to work at One Chase Plaza in downtown, so we were up there, like on the I think the 35th floor, and we had a great vantage point.
Yeah.
And back then, a lot of people that worked there, my mom's friend, coworker, and also was my boss for a couple of summers, Al. He was watching this, and he was first generation, and he was in tears because of what a great country this was, and just celebrating the 200th anniversary. Yeah.
Was and is.
It was and is, And 50 years later, me personally, the sentiment is still the same.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't feel that way lately, but I do. I love this country.
And Jennifer is tuning in. Jennifer, we were just talking about you, so rewind the show,
Yes,
watch it later,
get that.
because we talked about you a whole bunch. And also, Ann Rothi, thank you for tuning in. And so there's a lot of fun memories about the summer, and obviously one of them is going in the water. And I was just in Atlantic City, and I'm not really a beach. I hate the beach. So there's
What's wrong
beach
with you?
people and non-beach people. I'm a non-beach person.
I'm a beach people. How about you? You a beach person?
You know, I do love the beach. I don't go in the water though. If I can't see my feet, I'm not going in that water.
Yeah, some people feel that way. There's things in there that
Yeah.
that swim
There
around.
are
them.
things in
100%.
there.
And with the sharks that are coming in, no way.
There's-
Everyone's getting
Yeah,
hurt.
that's pretty big right now.
It's
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah, so
There.
we literally had this big beach, ocean, and I said, let's just go to the pools. And even with the pool, as women, you do your makeup, you do your hair, then what are you going to do? You're going to go in the pool and mess it all up? So I said to Michael, I
You
just
go
want,
from neck down.
yeah, I said to him, I just want to sit at the pool bar and have a drink, and because then I feel like I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did, and it was perfect. It was perfect. So what do you guys like to do? The pool or the beach?
I like both. I go to the beach. I try to get to the beach as much as possible. And the funny thing is, Long Islanders, there are people that are very set in their ways on what beach do you want to go to. Like a friend of ours, it's like she likes to go to Gilgo Beach. Got to go to Gilgo Beach. Got to Gilgo Beach. Another friend of ours has to go to Jones Beach. Me, I'm Robert Moses Field too, all the way. So if you're trying to make plans with somebody to go into the beach, half the battle is what beach you want to go to.
True.
You know?
I find that more now than ever.
Yeah, yeah. And like, let's see.
There are differences, right? There's rocky beaches.
Well, the North Shore has the rockier beaches and also expensive if you're not a resident. But the the
That's
South.
where my daughter goes. She
Oh,
goes
really?
there, yeah.
Nice. But the South Shore beaches, I love the South Shore beaches. Smith's Point. I don't like Smith's Point because it's too far of a walk. To get into the main area. The Jones Beach is better. Robert Moses is fine. All the fields you go in, I go into field 2, and I back up by a lane where I can get into, so it's not that long of a walk. But yeah, everybody's very.
And all the stuff you got to carry. You got to bring so much stuff. I mean, Stevie GB does a whole bit on that. It's very funny, where he uses the microphone stand and pretends it's like, the umbrella, the chair, and and then you have to gather it all together. And it's so true. It's like, what a lot of pain in the neck to go through.
He's
For
absolutely
what? To be burned alive and salted and sanded?
He's absolutely right. Because to me,
But people love it.
But it used to be very simple for me. But now I have a bigger blanket. I had the nylon blanket. I don't like it because it flies all over the place. So I bought 2 bigger blankets. I got a nice big comfortable chair. I bring my cooler. I have a table. I bring that. And now it's like,
What about an umbrella?
I got an umbrella. And now I go, well, how am I going to get this stuff? I used to have one of the wheel walker things with it. I know. Now I got a wagon, and I'm like,
That's smart.
yeah, now I'm like an ox when I go to the beach. But it's a big to-do to get up in the morning. And meanwhile, on Long Island, Long Islanders, it's rare. With Long Islanders, you have to be up and ready to roll by 8:30, 9 o'clock on a really good day. You're going to sit. Yeah. But the great thing about Long Island is I was playing with my band. We were down Wildwood Crescent last Friday.
Yeah, weren't you performing right on the ocean?
We were on the beach.
Wow.
We had an
Were you
overhang.
hot?
I felt like I was the Foreign Legion band.
So they don't do anything like to cool the band members off?
We had an overhang, a canopy we were under, and we had water, but it was hot. But the thing about when you go down to Seaside or you go down to Wildwood, there's people. It's a beach town, obviously, and there's people that come all over the place to go to this beach town. Now, I was commenting to my friend Jim that as Long Islanders, we're lucky because we have everything here. You can go to the beach. You could be at the beach from your house in 30 to 40 minutes. It's like, well, what if you want to go to a nice restaurant? You come home to your home, take a shower, and you have your choice of some of the best restaurants in the country on Long Island. So to go, I never understand why people go, oh, we're going to go to Seaside, we're going to go down to Ocean City. Why? We have everything. You have to leave. We got some of the best beaches in the world here.
That's true.
Yeah.
But so why do I go to Atlantic City? I don't know.
Well,
There's more things in there.
you don't go for the swimming.
That's true. I definitely don't go for the
You don't go
swimming.
for the swimming,
I
Where
go-
did you stay?
We stayed. We've been staying at different places, but this time we stayed in a suite at the penthouse in the Tropicana.
Oh, Trop?
Okay, yeah.
And
nice.
and Michael likes the Havana Tower because you don't, the garage is right there, but you do it either way. You have to walk all the way to get to the, the restaurants and the things.
Yeah.
But we've been going to Bellagio. No, Borgata.
Borgata.
yeah.
Borgata's the place.
Yeah,
Borgata's
so we
the place you gotta go.
started going there, and
I love
I
Atlantic
found
City.
that place
Yeah.
years ago from the Housewives,
Oh, there
and
you
then I
go.
found that they really stayed at the place next to it.
Ocean?
No, MGM or something.
Is MGM? I feel like MGM was closer to the boardwalk.
Yeah, I think.
Because Ocean and the Borgata are down
Whatever's
there.
Whatever's next to the Borgata, there's another hotel.
I think it's the. Isn't the Ocean? I think it's the Ocean.
Ocean was
No,
something else.
it's definitely not the Ocean. The Ocean's kind of like in a different area, but we got upgraded to that place because they gave our reservation away. So the last time we were supposed to go to the Borgata, they put us where the Housewives stayed. So they have
okay.
their own private security guard. You can't go past a certain point, and it was really, really nice. I mean, because I like to mix it up. Michael would go to the same place over and over again. I'm like, let's go to different places.
Have
Well-
you gone to the Hard Rock?
I would love to go to the Hard Rock, but Michael doesn't want to go there.
You know what's
I
interesting?
don't know why.
You know what's interesting about Atlantic City? I was
There's
working.
certain places he doesn't want to go.
I was working Mohegan Sun with Adam Ferrara, and Adam's dad, God rest his soul, was up there. Adam's dad was a very high roller. So we're at Mohegan Sun. We're down by that little fountain thing. He goes, what do you think? And I go, yeah.
Oh, that thing is cool.
Yeah, I go, it's nice, Mr. Ferrara. I go, you know what? I got to tell you, I don't like this place that much. And I go, why? He goes, because you're stuck here. You go to Atlantic
It's
City.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You go to Atlantic
They
City.
do that on purpose.
You could go to any place you want.
Yeah.
But up here, you're stuck. And I go, I never forgot that. He's right. You could, because I would go. I mean, the last time I was down there with the comedians of the compound. But I would go down there sometimes for the auto auction. And I go to the convention center, and then I'd head back over to the boardwalk, and then I just walk around the rest of the day. Go into the Trop and see who's playing to the Trop, and then hang out, and then go to the foot rub place, because my feet are killing me. It's always interesting. Always
Where's the
interesting
foot
down
rub
there.
place? I don't think I've seen that.
It's
In the
right
Trop?
over. It's like next to the Tropicana.
Oh, so it's outside.
Yeah, it's right side of the Tropicana, and it's funny because my feet, I have arthritis in my ankle. I don't feel it anymore because I get neuropathy now, so that worked. But
I think they massage a lot more than.
I was
feet.
gonna say that.
no, I didn't go to Madam Chang's House of Pleasure.
Say,
I went to.
You don't even have to go to.
I was gonna.
Go ahead. You don't even have to go to Atlantic City. I live in like Westbury, Salisbury area, and there's a nail salon around the corner from my house. And I read in the newspaper that the nail salon, which I could walk around the corner to my house, they were arrested for prostitution.
Oh, they're
That's
giving happy
that's
endings.
around the corner.
Yeah.
in
That's
the nail
awful.
salon.
That's awful and
Nice.
horrible. Where's it located? Around the block?
But you could go to Atlantic City and get
Don't
that
tell
for
Joe.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So as far as like the beaches and the pools and the summer, also the types of food that you want to eat change a little bit in the summer. Like
Absolutely.
I'm already planning with my daughter when my son has a camp anchor. We go to this place. I should know the name of the place, but I'm terrible with names. I forget everything. But they have fresh lobster roll, and it's like this. It's been a routine. We do it every year. Like, what is it called when you do something again and again? We made it a tradition.
Right.
Right.
So now I'm looking forward to eating this lobster roll because it's summer.
Yeah.
So it's like what kind of foods do you guys think
But-
of? Because this is
Well,
recipe
it's always-
for laughter.
and-
So we talk about food and drinks.
And you think about tradition, and I go back when I was a kid. My mom used to make all salads. It's too hot to cook. I'm going to make salads. So she would make all these
that's
salads.
smart.
And you would make salads. You get cold fried chicken, and that's what you would have. And I do that. Like tonight, I have some salads, but I might make ravioli tonight, or I have some ramen noodles that I bought. But I really, the food is absolutely. Felix will agree. The food is lighter during the summer. It's
Oh yeah, you don't
You
want to
know-
weigh yourself down.
Felix, you're the expert.
chef.
So like, what do you recommend as a summer recipe to cool you down in these really hard days?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like fruit is always good,
Ambrosia.
and not so much. I think ambrosia to me would be a very heavy kind of thing because you got to put like cream or marshmallow or whipped cream
Yeah,
in
the
it. So,
coconut, the marshmallows, the sour
Right.
cream.
I mean, it's good. I like it, but I'm more of a watermelon shot with vodka kind of.
Ooh, I like you. But the thing with watermelon,
That sounds good,
Watermelon
Felix.
is beyond delicious, whether it has booze in it or not. But the problem with watermelon is, what do you do with the damn thing once you get it to the house? It's big. It doesn't fit in a refrigerator. You cut it up. Well, it takes a shelf. Even if you cut it, it's beyond delicious. Cantaloupe is another. You ever like there were some days I'm like, I will kill for a cantaloupe. Because it's just so refreshing, and it's such a good summer food.
I like when they scoop it. When they,
Oh, yeah, make
Yeah.
it look like a little.
It make it the same thing with all the fruits. It just makes it more special.
Yeah, yeah.
Honeydew and stuff. I mean, you could do like melon chicken. I used to make for a, when I worked in a place as a chef, we used to do melon chicken, and what we do is we would saute the chicken, and then we would make a sauce out of Midori, all right, and Midori and a couple other things, maybe a little chicken stock, and then we would reduce it down, and then we would add the melon balls to it that you were talking about.
Wow.
And then we would actually, pour it over the chicken, in a chafing dish, and was pretty good. You would think it's an odd combination, but
How long would you let it sit in the chafing dish before you put it on the grill? I'm assuming you grill it. The next step is grilling it.
well, yeah, you would actually saute it with some either flour or cornstarch. like you would like for a chicken piccata or something
Right,
like
right.
that.
Well,
And then you would make your sauce out of that with Midori, and I believe we use Midori and chicken stock too, for the flavor. And then we put the melon balls in it, so that it all is cohesive or whatever. And then you take that sauce and you put it on top of the chicken. And
that
then
sounds awesome.
then as it's in the chafing dish, it absorbs it more. And that was a pretty good dish.
So Amanda, what do the little boys like to eat? Not that they're little, but
Hamburger, hot dogs.
they don't change.
Yeah, it's hamburger, hot dogs.
Do
And
they love barbecue? Because of
They
course,
do. They love the barbecue.
yeah, that's
They like
another
the wings. My husband's a really good cook too,
nice.
so he likes to barbecue some good stuff like corn on the cob. The kids love that.
That's like on the grill. That's like nothing like it.
Right, I know. They love shrimp, the shrimp skewers, and all that.
yeah, that's an idea. Thank you for the idea.
Oh, no problem.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I had I fancy myself as a decent barbecuer, and I told my wife, I go, I'm not a good cook. I can't cook. I'm horrible, but I do think I could barbecue. So I was telling my wife, yeah, my ex-wife, I go, yeah, I could barbecue. So my in-laws come over. And my mother-in-law, who was, God rest her soul, was one of the best cooks on planet Earth besides my mother, period, case closed. She starts sending stuff out. And she heard what I told my wife. So, there's sausage coming out, there's steak, lasagna's coming, I got a barbecue. I mean, she threw the gauntlet. I got by. I was able to pull it off. But it's like she's like, really? You can barbecue? Okay. I'm sending out some stuff.
And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, barbecue again. It's you always think of that in the summer, but I think it's like whoever does the barbecuing should be given an award because they're out in the hot sun with the heat coming on them, and then my daughter's boyfriend makes the best barbecue chicken I've ever had in my whole life. Like even my boyfriend doesn't even attempt to cook chicken because it's very hard, and he just watches it like a chicken. He just checks it. And so it's like moist, and it's just the best. And I've had it like 3 times now, so I was like, maybe it was just a fluke that it came out
So good.
fantastic. But he knows what he's doing,
2 of the best barbecue.
and he's Irish too, and the Irish can't cook.
2 of the best.
I don't know about that. I've have some really good
Yeah, you
cooks.
can't.
I
Yeah,
was
this-
joking.
I was gonna say, hold on.
There's a
I'll
famous
introduce you to
Irish
some of my
chef.
friends.
Everybody's so testy. So
I like the way he says, there's A. There's yeah.
Sorry, Amanda. What did you say
Oh no, which part?
about the Irish not cooking?
Oh, I said I'll introduce you to some good friends of mine that are Irish that like to cook.
Right.
Like
You
to
could do a
cook or
lot
can
of-
Oh, they
cook?
can
Yeah,
cook.
you
Yeah.
can do a lot of nice dishes with like what's that beer? With
Guinness.
and stuff, right? You do your Irish stew, you put the Guinness in. There's so
That
many
sounds
different
gross.
things.
It's really good.
No, it's pretty good.
You know what? I'm not a Guinness. I don't like Guinness per se. However, because it's such a stocky brew, I would think that it would be ideal to cook with because it won't break
Yes,
down
it's
as
good.
much as a lighter brew. Felix, am I
Oh,
wrong?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
But I got to tell you, with barbecuing in the comic world, there are 2 people out there that one passed away, but are amazing barbecuers.
Oh yeah.
Patrice O'Neill. Patrice O'Neill used to go barbecue over at Ant's house. Unbelievable. He not only was one of the greatest comics there ever was, but one of the best barbecuers that ever was. Also, in our neck of the woods, Eric Haft is, Eric Haft is an unbelievable barbecuer. He comes by during the summer to the club, and he'll come in the green room, and he'll bring steak. He brought in brisket one time, which was to die for. Amazing, and that's a skill. That is absolutely a skill. And also another thing with barbecues, gas versus charcoal. What's you a gas person, charcoal person, or
Are we talking about the smoker?
well,
Are we talking about also a
the
smoker?
regular
Like, are we-
the smoker.
Okay.
A smoker, I think, is best with the
Well, that's
barbecue
what
grips.
Dad does. He smokes his stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
That makes-
smoker is, yeah.
Yeah.
When they smoke the brisket and stuff, it definitely
yeah,
is.
yeah. I have a charcoal grill, and even though you got to set the thing up,
that's like
I mean, even though, I mean, I have friends with a gas grill. My nephew has one. It's like, "What do you want, a burger?" Turns the thing on. My whole thing is, if you're gonna barbecue. I can go in the house and turn the stove on, even though it's kind of different. But I like putting the charcoal in. I like putting the lighter on it. I like throwing the match on it. I like singing that old song from the '70s, as it's flaming. I like that whole experience. It takes a year and a day to get things rolling. I mean, it takes literally about 35 minutes longer in your cooking process.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say, nowadays, I think that the gas barbecue is definitely like where it's at, because I feel like everyone's like on rush time. So it's like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that, and hurry up. But then the charcoal grill is always nice.
And also with the gas grill, years ago, I used to sell Weber grills. And Weber, one of the best you could buy, Weber had flavor bars you could put in. So there's all sorts of things that you could put in to accentuate the grilling experience. And Weber had a whole bunch of stuff, the chips and everything like that. But I'm old school with that, you know.
The Weber grills are the ones that are like rounded.
It's the kettle grill. Yeah, I have the kettle grill.
I have like a little pretend Barbie one that I keep on my kitchen table. It's not real. It's pink. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just but I have a gas grill.
Right.
And I don't cook on it at all.
There's nothing like a charcoal grill, especially a Weber one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my preference.
You know what's nice that I got this year? I got it for a present is a little fire pit. And it's just so nice. It's like on a night like this. Yeah, one of these little, they sell it at Home Depot, and you get the little kindling wood. And it's so nice. I mean, like on hot nights like this, not so much. But if you get a summer night where it gets down to 69, 63, or whatever, it's so nice just to sit there with a drink and watch this fire and just sit back. It's like it's so soothing just to sit and watch this thing. It's one of the best gifts I've ever got.
Well, that's one of the things about good weather, right? Because like we're from Long Island, so we can appreciate the seasons. Like we went through like a cold winter with a lot of snow.
Brutal
and
winter.
It's like everybody complains, and then when it's summer, everyone complains. But it makes you appreciate each season, because when you're in the winter, you want to be warm. When you're in the warmth, you want to be cool. So it's just like
That's when fall comes in, and it's
yes.
in
The
between.
fall and the spring are magic.
Yeah.
And what's happening, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it seems that the fall and the spring keep getting shorter and shorter, and there's just a few perfect days for each one, like compared to the long winter and the long summer.
But if you can grab a perfect day, I posted it on Facebook. We have a family, an old family friend. Our families go back literally 80 years. He has a place on the water in Greenport that overlooks Shelter Island.
Oh, beautiful.
I haven't been out there in a couple of years. I went out there because some of my family were coming down from upstate, and I went out there on Sunday. And I get out there and I just sit down, and it's just, it's just so amazing. What a beautiful day! What a beautiful view! I'm with family. It was so good, and it's getting to be like 11 o'clock at night. I'm still sitting outside. And my family friend Doug goes, "Hey, you want to head to bed?" I go, "No, I'm just going to sit there a little more, just to because I don't know when I'm getting back out there, just to soak it all in." And and you get it a day like that, and it's like one of the most amazing gifts from God you could ever get. You know?
Absolutely. And that's the whole thing, is to appreciate it while you can.
Yeah.
Because then you have those days where the other day when that rainstorm came.
Oh man.
One of my daughter's friends, their whole basement was flooded, and her friend, I don't want to say her business, but when your basement is flooded, if you don't have, I have one of those things that stops the flooding. I forgot what it's called. It's like
a pump.
Yeah, like a sump pump. Thank you, Felix. But before I got that, I used to have to deal with that too, and it's scary. Like you see this water rushing into your house.
I used to have
it's
a flooding
scary.
problem.
But it's like, you have all these extreme weathers, but then like what Joe said, when you have a perfect day, like just really appreciate it, because
Right. Now was that the storm that was on July 4th? The July 4th storm? Because
it was recently.
Yeah, I think it was July 4th, because I was over at my friend's house in Dix Hills.
Oh, I was over there too.
Yeah, and it just
It was
skirted.
so bad.
Well, I don't know. It just skirted us. However, I get back home. Now, I got home at night, because, I was over, I didn't get home till like 12 o'clock at night. I go through my neighborhood the next day, and it looked like in Middle Island. Middle Island got nailed.
Huntington. Too.
Huntington.
Yeah.
My best friend lives in Huntington. She took a video and sent it to me, and the water was up to the top part of the door handle.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
really
And
bad.
there was water everywhere.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
like, I was like, what are you? She was in a truck, so her car was higher up, and even her car it was up to the door handle, and I was like,
Wow.
why are you there? Like,
Yeah,
go,
really.
get out of there.
It's just the wind. I mean, out of nowhere, like a couple of weeks ago, there was one during the night, and I was like, what? I was like, this is the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, something was happening because the wind has been so crazy, and the way that it's just like with the rain, it was awful the last couple of months.
I remember, I think 4 years ago, there was a nasty storm that was coming through that was predicted. And at my day job, they're like, we're all coming in, prediction. We get to work, and that storm hit. And one of my bosses and I looked at a tree at our other building across the street, bend over backwards. And he looks at me and goes, we got to go.
Yeah.
And I got back to my development, and there was everything was all over the place. And it's like it's
Mother Nature. She
but
doesn't fool around.
the land, because I live in
She's pissed lately.
I live in a,
She's on her period.
She's
oh my
mad.
God! You want to know something? No, I tell you, read the Bible. God is kind of mellowed out in his old age. I mean, look, he's still sore as hell about everything, but I mean, he always picks on California once in a while. But I mean, we haven't seen locusts in a while. The ground hasn't
where is
opened up
that
and
stuff?
swallowed things for a while. So maybe he's getting.
I don't know. I think it did happen where the road. You talking about the sinkhole?
Oh yeah, that's true. What on the what was it on the LIE?
I think a few.
It was on the
months ago.
LIE. It was on the LIE. Okay, my friend was.
I didn't even know about this.
There was a
Uh-oh.
sinkhole on the
There
LIE
was one
last
in
month.
Long Beach.
Yeah, there was one. It was over in Melville, and everybody heard about it. Okay, a friend of mine, one of my friends, was 3 cars behind it. And I go, weren't you scared? She goes, no, I wanted to go in the thing and get the insurance on the car.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
And sue the state or the government, because I guess it's an interstate. I would have sued the government for everything they had. I'm like,
man.
okay, well, I'm glad you made it. And,
I'm glad everything's okay.
yeah, and everything's okay.
Yeah.
She's okay. But she has a nice Porsche too, so that would have been
Oh, that
a
would've
nice
been a
chunk,
nice,
chunk of money. You know.
Nice chunk of change.
Yeah, but the weather is
Well, comedy is always air conditioned in here. You can always come to Governor's Comedy Club and see some great performances. I'm going to plug something that I'm really excited about. I already bought my tickets. Is tomorrow night and Saturday night is Tom Shalul. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Shaluli, I think.
Shaluli.
I can't pronounce
Sure.
it. A friend of mine, our friend Andrea, is his booker for his podcast.
Oh,
So I asked Andrea if she could. She wanted to come back she moved off of Long Island, unfortunately, and she had just visited. So she's like, it's too fast for me to come back. So, but I'll be here to watch that, and that's everybody loves to be outside in the summer, but sometimes the best things to do in hot weather and humid, disgusting weather is to be someplace in the air conditioning and enjoy great food and laugh and see a great show.
absolutely. And a lot of times, it's like too hot to sit outside. And it's like, I don't want to sit. I don't want to watch TV. Why don't we go see a show? Tom Shalhoub's very funny, and so it's a great opportunity to see a great show. Come on out.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night and Saturday night. So I will be here on Saturday night. I'm very excited about it. I saw him with Greg Gutfeld at a different venue, and the tickets were like a lot. So this is a great buy, and it's probably going to sell out if it hasn't sold out already. Right. And so I highly recommend you get.
And
your
let me
tickets.
preface: the tickets are not a lot, so don't go. Oh, it's probably going to be a fortune. I'm not. Shush. Go. The tickets are reasonably priced. Go to Govs.com.
They're very reasonably priced. I was talking about compared to the other place.
That's
that I
right.
went
Compared to the other place, not
Yes.
Governors. You go to Govs.com
Yes.
and you go onto
I'm
the
sorry,
website.
I wasn't clear about that.
All right, we'll fix that.
Thank you, Joe.
Govs.com. You go to the website, Govs.com. Go into the shows. Tom Shalhoub's there. Click on the link and buy your tickets, and you have beautiful Friday or Saturday night all set up for you.
Absolutely. I have no idea who else is going to be on there with him, but I'm excited to find out. But
Not to mention other comics that are at the brokerage and
oh, of course,
McGuire's
of course. So, Felix, like next podcast, we're going to hope to see you in person because I have a
I
birthday
think so.
gift for you,
Aw.
which
It
is
was a little bit of difficulty, this day, but
yeah. I have your birthday gift waiting and waiting and waiting.
wow, I'm excited.
Yeah. By the time I see you, I'll forget to bring it, knowing me.
Write a
I
note.
hope it wasn't a food item. 'Cause
No,
then-
it was not. It's not a
Okay.
food item. But it actually is something good for the summer. So, but you could always use it for the following summer.
Yeah.
But we have August show coming up, so hopefully we'll, get things going in August.
But how good is don't you just feel better in summer? You just feel better.
I actually just had this conversation with my husband because there's like seasonal depression people get.
I don't know about you. I had it during the winter.
See,
It was just
I
too
don't
much.
mind the winter, and he hates the winter. So it's like, he's like, "What do you even like about the winter?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's like cozy. You get to like hang in, and then the snow is beautiful, and yeah, I don't know. I'm also a winter baby, so
Okay.
I do like the cold. Where if I feel too hot, I'm like, no way.
Right. But the whole thing with the winter is, especially when there's snow, you go in the house. Now I got to take my shoes off. All right, and there's water all over the place. I've got water in the kitchen floor coming in. Now I got to mop that. It's cold. You go out. You got to start the car. Oh, by the way, watch the ice. And it's like the sun doesn't hit the front of my house, so it's like the bird expedition every time I have to go out to the car. I hate winter with a passion. I'm going to start to go down to Florida and South Carolina.
You're going to be
sure.
a snowbird.
No, I'm just going to be a bird. When I went down to see Wildwood Crest last week, I want to be in a beach community, but I don't want to be in a beach community that's just seasonal. I want this all the time. So I'm probably going to call it a career in the day job thing, probably in about another 6 or 7 years. And I'm going down. I want either a condo overlooking the water or something near the water. I want to go to the water every day or walk by the water. And this way, when I croak, I look at God and I'm like, not a bad contract. Not a bad contract. Not a bad contract.
Well, a lot of people I know personally are leaving Long Island, and it's really getting kind of scary that so many people that I know are leaving.
Well, it's got.
Or they're planning to leave.
Because the problem is, it's just gotten too expensive to live here with everything. And it gets to a point where, I could go somewhere else and pay a lot less. I'll give you an example. Our friend that lived over in Roslyn, he had a big house. He was paying $60,000 in taxes because he had a big house.
Wow.
And then he moved down to South Carolina, Greenville, built a house, not as big, but a big house. Taxes are $2,000 a year.
Wow.
I mean, and I was down working down in South Carolina, and I'm going to looking at model houses. And you look at a model house, it was a 3-bedroom
they're
house.
like mansions.
It's humongous.
Yeah.
And I go, how much? And she goes, high 3s, low 4s. I'm like, this house is over 600 on Long Island. I go, what's the taxes? Two a month? No, 2 a year. So how could you? And when I was working at the club, the host MC, house MC, was saying, well, South Carolina will charge you a tax to move down here. I go, well, how much are they going to charge you a tax? Maybe about $2,000. Okay, great. When I'm paying taxes, I'm still $8,000 ahead of the game.
Yeah.
From what I'm paying. So as much as we love Long Island, we grew up here. This is our home. It just gets to a point where, I want to go to a place that maybe the climate's a little bit better, the cost of living is a little bit better. I don't have to deal with snow.
So you're going to join the Exodus?
Not yet. However, all of my friends are pretty much leaving. Now, Joe Cumia, my buddy, he's going to stay. He's going to stay a while up here. But all my other friends, we're all the same age. We're all in our mid 60s, early mid 60s. We're all picking up stakes and heading out.
Yeah, because back in the day, everybody retired to Florida anyway. Like it had nothing to do with even the money. It was just like they wanted to
warm weather.
warm weather.
Yeah.
Right, Felix?
Yeah, they wanted to move to a nicer climate.
Right. So that was always happening anyway, but I think it's just being it's just seems like everybody I know is leaving and
Yeah.
going someplace.
And it's but the thing
else.
about it is we live in an amazing place. It really is. I mean, we have the beaches. We have the great restaurants. We could go to parks. We could go to museums. We have the pinnacle of the free world 40 minutes away. And New York City, for whatever you want to say, good, bad, or indifferent, me personally, when I walk up the stairs at Penn Station, I still have that look of wonder in my 60s that I did when I was 5 years old and my father brought me upstairs for the first time. You know, it's just it's a beyond amazing place. But I don't know about you guys, you don't want to live there. It's like, I love this. It's a man. I gotta go. This is a place, but I gotta go home. You know, get back to the island.
Yeah.
Well, I live right near New York City, and I will not go there. I didn't go there like the last, except for maybe a Broadway show here and there. I don't want to have anything to do with the city. I've been offered spots to do comedy in the city. I turned them down, and I want nothing to do with New York City, especially now.
Well,
So-
especially when you go to the city and you ask me, so where do I go? You take the train. Well, where do I take the? You take
No,
it to
I'm
Penn
talking about
Station.
if I bring someone with me
All right.
that knows what they're
'Cause you
doing.
get very
Forget
nervous.
it. That I would, on my own, I would never make it
Well,
back.
because you get nervous. It's like, and the train goes to the city. Yes, dear, it goes to the city. Are you sure it's not going to wander? It's on tracks. It go. But once you get, once
Yeah, no, I don't know how. I don't know how to maneuver, but I would never go unless I was with somebody who knew how to get me there and back.
yeah.
But now I have no desire to go.
My
None.
mom was a city person, and this is back in the day when your parents could care less about you. I worked with my mother in the city down by Wall Street, and there was one summer she was taking a week off. And she goes, I'm taking the week off. I go, okay, good. What do you mean good? You're going to the city. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to work. And I go, but I never, it runs on tracks. You go to the subway. That runs on tracks too, believe it or not. You get off at Wall Street and you go to work. And I'm like, okay, I'll pick you up when you get home. But no, you're going to work. But I'm scared. Oh, stop it. Get on the train. So back then they didn't care,
Well, things were a lot different back then.
Yeah.
Oh, very
You know,
different. Now it's unsafe.
I feel like now,
it's very unsafe, especially for certain people over other people.
Yeah.
well, not even that. I feel like even like the subways now, right? Like I'm
Oh, yeah.
always looking right and left.
Oh, God,
behind me,
everybody
in front
is.
of me. Like I'm like, what's going on? I never had that fear, but
Mm.
now when I go on a subway, I'm kind of like, okay, what's gonna happen today?
Is your husband is a police officer?
He's a canine.
Mm.
Yeah, Port Authority.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Does the dog come over the house and he hangs out?
He's our dog.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. He's a handful, that one, but
Oh,
he's
really?
a good dog. Yeah. Yeah. He's actually our second one because our first one suddenly passed away.
Aw.
Yeah, it was really sad. But we have him now, and he's very different than the first.
Mm.
But overall, he's a really good dog. He loves us. We love him.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
so-
kind of dog? What kind of dog?
The first one was a regular German Shepherd, and this one's a black German Shepherd.
Oh, cool. Very
so
nice.
they're wild,
Yeah.
but very loyal.
I watched those videos of them training them.
Oh yeah, it's
They're amazing.
It's wild.
Mm.
It really is. They are so smart, and the things that they could do is mind blowing.
Yeah,
seriously.
They train. Yeah, they train them really good.
They come from other countries.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
They
Were the
come
American dogs lazy?
Well, no, but it's amazing how they come trained, and then when you get them, you also train them. Like my husband's in training all the time with the dog, but it's crazy to see how smart and like knowledgeable they are around certain things, like whether if it's a bomb dog or a drug dog. It's incredible. It really is, and it's really a talent for
Yeah.
people to train those
To
dogs.
train them, yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with that in law enforcement, because it's not just sit up and fetch.
Right.
It's like if you go, find this missing person. Go after this perp right now because we can't. It's they need to do so much more.
So much more. So much more.
And then they come home and then the family pet. I guess.
They say that the way that this dog in particular, or the other dog was at work, is a completely different dog from when they come home. My husband's like, you would never believe what they were like at work today, because when he comes home, it's like family time. Like, he knows, like, he's so good. And then at work, they mean business. It's really.
It's kind of like all of us, right? We put on our mask for work, and then we can take it off when we get home.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I was explaining to somebody yesterday about booking show. I book one show a year. It's for a friend. It's at a yacht club, and I don't book anything else because me as a comic. Versus me as a business person, as a comic, I'm one of the morons in the back of the room. I just want to sit. I want to make jokes. I want to be a dope. Business mode, I don't play. I'm very not fun. I'm very to the point. I don't got any time for games. So I have to. I can't have that life permeate into my life as a comic because I will not lose a lot of friends because when I'm in business mode, I am not fun. I'm not fun. I don't play.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
Oh, I work for a manufacturer's rep during the day selling plumbing supplies.
Okay.
So I'm on the phone constantly taking orders, making sure this goes and that, and I get in that zone.
Right.
And I don't want to be in that zone with comedy. This is my oasis. This is where I'm a moron. I'm a dope. I have fun. I joke around. And neither shall the two intertwine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's smart to do it that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you keep things professional.
Yeah. Yeah. And there was a situation a couple of years ago where I was starting to lose my temper with somebody because he wanted to bail on a gig, but I had to throw him some more money to stay. And it's just, the other side was starting to show a little bit, and I didn't want that side to show. So I'm like, all right, just do this one show a year, and that's it. That's enough. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think that one of the things that also that summer has to do with is relaxation, because I was a teacher, and I used to take the summer off. I looked forward to summer coming because I got to unplug for a little bit. I didn't have the pressure of daily getting up early, working with kids, and the parents, either they have them ready for camp or they're going to have their kids back. It's just like a reset. So that's another thing. I don't have that anymore because I'm not a teacher anymore. So it's like every day is the summer. It's like
it was,
which is amazing.
Retirement.
Yeah. Oh God.
Retirement rules,
retirement
man.
mode.
It's the best. Every day is summer in retirement. That's
like
for
I
sure.
used to tell my son that for me every day is a weekend. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So it's again, the way summer is like a reminder to me of I used to just need that summer to get my sanity back.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And this year has been moving so quickly. We're in mid-July right now, and before it's going to be August.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's going to be September.
That's it.
And it's like you always try to do, like I'm playing with my band on Saturday afternoon, and I have to pretty much practice all day. Sunday,
I don't know how you do all this.
Well, but Sunday I have a show in the city with our buddy, and I'm like, do I want to go to the beach in the morning? I don't know if I can go to the beach in the morning. I don't want to go. But how many more days do I have that it's going to be nice to go to the beach? Do I have the beach? Do I take? It's a whole.
Oh yeah, if you're going to do a gig anywhere, my whole day is I can't do anything but stress about that gig.
Yeah.
Like I won't do anything.
Yeah.
I won't go anywhere, and I get annoyed when anyone tries to speak to me or say anything to me. I just have to think about like getting like my head together for that.
Well, that's the
everybody's different though.
But
there are some people that can just don't have any stress about it at all and get up there.
But that's the interesting thing about when you go on the road, and people go, "Well, going on the road is a vacation." No, it's not. It's not, because basically, even
that's why I will not do it.
Even though you might go and you might hang out and sightsee during the day, you have to complete a task. This isn't vacation where you hang out all day. You go to dinner, you dance, you drink, you go back to the room, whatever. This you have to go and make people laugh at the end of the day. So, and if you're on the road with one of your buddies, all you do all day long, if you're at the zoo or if you go to a museum is you're talking about the show that night. This, should I try that? So it's, even though I think that you're right, no, it's not. You're constantly thinking about that show, discussing that show, preparing for that show, and you can't really unwind until after that show. And by that time,
Then
it's
when the show
11:30
is
at night.
over, then that's when you have fun.
Yeah.
As long as you love what you do,
Oh yeah.
that's it.
Oh, yeah.
It never feels like a job.
It's it's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things to do. So we do love, and even that is kind of the whole experience. Going with your buddy, talking about the business, hanging out, goofing, busting each other's chops, doing this, discussing the show, and then there's the show. It's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
What it's all about.
Making memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so Felix is going to start his comedy. He's going to start being a comic and going to mics at some point, and he's ready to spread his comedy wings, right, Felix?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I wrote about 3 bits so far. So
Good.
let's see.
And you know what? I tell you, people that are starting out now are very lucky because there's so many mics.
Oh my
on the
God,
island.
there's a million
So
mics.
many. When I started, because I had to leave the business for a little bit, but when I came back in 1997, there was 3 things. There was the coffee house that Benny Rizzuti had out in East Islip.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think there was one other place, and that was it. So we were all scrounging around, and it's not like we were all new. We only had 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so it was tough to get spots, and if we did, we appreciate it. Now there is so many. As a matter of fact, I'm going back out next week. I've got the show starting back up, and I wrote a whole bunch of new stuff. And I'm going to get it off book, so I'm going to be hitting all the mics. It's indispensable, the mics, and it's sometimes it can be a long night, but if your buddies are there, you hang, you drink, you laugh. But it's the camaraderie. It is the thrill of making this stuff on paper work. If you get a laugh, it's amazing, and that's one of the bedrock things about being a comic is that, to tell you the truth.
And let's not forget, I mean, once you get really good, you come here to Governors, you go in the Giggles room, you get to do shows like that. You also, they have the comic college here.
Yeah, John Truson.
That's how I started out.
John Truson is amazing. I adore that
I had
man.
John Truson and everything.
Yeah, and Ziegler too. John Ziegler. I mean, is an amazing comic too. So you're getting taught by the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. And also with the laugh off things, the laugh off. A lot of people get so focused on winning the thing. Basically, it's the connections that you make at these. So they're fantastic too because am I going to win? Maybe not, but you're going to make connections and you're going to make friends. If you're going to be in this business, you're going to be friends for a long time. So, and for the club to host all of this is just, is amazing as well.
Absolutely. Well, we only have 2 minutes left, so we're just going to give our social media handles, and then if you want to see what people are doing, you can go onto their social media and see. So, Amanda, you want to go first?
Sure. It's Makeup by Amanda, and the handle on Instagram is makeup, MAKEUP, period, by BY, period, Amanda, AMANDA, and _.
And I highly recommend her. She took 30 years off me. That's what somebody said when I posted a photo.
You look great.
And Joe?
You can find me on Facebook at Joe Curry Nation, or you can find me at Joe Curry. You can find me on Instagram at Joe Curry Comedy Rock, and and my website's being rebuilt now, so I shan't be saying that.
And Felix, where do people find you?
I'm appearing here in North Babylon in my little bat cave in my house. That's about it.
No, but your social media is your name?
Oh, yes.
Spell it.
You could do Felix Ristuccia, RISTUCCIA. You could go on Instagram for Felix Live or Felix 385. We also have Recipe for Laughter. We have that Facebook page and Instagram page. So that's really where you'll find us, not me.
And I'm Bonnie Scalisi, SCALISI, on Facebook and Instagram. I don't really know what I'm doing on Instagram. So, again, I'd like to get something together for Jennifer So if you're interested, if you're a comedian, messenger me, and you don't have to deal with me. You could just figure it out between you and Jennifer yourself. If it doesn't have to go through me. But I think that would be a great thing to do for our friend who has been there for us.
And
at
I
those
just
mics you were
promised,
just talking about.
Right. I just promised Jennifer that when she gets out, that I will do the carbonara for her. And her
Oh, yeah, she
was
loves your
talking about that
carbonara.
last time. Yeah.
100%. Well, thank you, everybody. Please,
Yes.
if you're watching, share the show, and we will see you in August, sometime on a Thursday, usually at 6:30. And thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Joe.
Very
having
welcome.
me.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
Thank you,
us.
Felix.
Thank
Good night,
you. Take
everybody.
care.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.